Here in South Carolina, the state budget just continues to balloon. It is clocking in the latest version, $36.6 billion, which is $2 billion more than it was just 1 year ago, more than $10 billion above what it was as few as 6 years ago. So this is massive growth, exponential growth, and it's outpacing growth, certainly in small businesses, in employment, two areas where our economy here in South Carolina continues to struggle mightily. South Carolina, again, if you haven't followed the data, one of the worst labor participation rates in America. Only Mississippi and West Virginia are faring worse than we are. So I guess our state motto, thank God for Mississippi, makes a little sense here. But just disappointing outcomes economically. And it goes back to the fact that these Republican supermajorities that have been elected here in South Carolina are not giving money back to you, back to me, back to people who are hiring, creating jobs. We're incentivizing the wrong stuff. And I wanted to talk about that briefly because we've got some serious cash coming into this government, people. We've got more money than we know what to do with. Just this week, the State Board of Economic Advisors announced that there's another $700+ million for these lawmakers to use, to spend. $700 million. And what that does is it takes our budget surpluses for this current year and the coming year to $3.8 billion, people. $3.8 billion, almost $4 billion. Where's that money going? Are we getting any of it back? Think of what they could do with that in terms of tax relief to individual income earners, to small businesses. I'm not talking about these big corporations that get the crony capitalist corporate welfare handouts. I'm talking about you and me. I'm talking about individual taxpayers and small businesses who, by the way, are the engines of job creation, not just in South Carolina, but all across the country. But are our Republican supermajorities giving that money back to us? No. No, they're not. They haven't done it for decades. And, well, again, why apparently would they start now? This money is being blown, as you've seen, on crony capitalist handouts, on subsidizing a broken and duplicative system of higher education, which, by the way, I don't even think government should even fund higher ed. Because the last time I checked, giving tax relief to small businesses is going to do a lot more to stimulate economic growth than hiring 5 new transgender Sanskrit professors, okay? I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. But year after year in South Carolina, we see these so-called conservative lawmakers continuing to make decisions like that with your money. It's totally unacceptable, people. Every penny of this $3.8 billion needs to go back to you, to me, to the individual taxpayers and small business owners of the Palmetto State. Do we really want to turn those terrible economic numbers I was talking about a moment ago, do we really want to turn those around? We have a chance to do it right now. Right now. And if you are a citizen of this state, you need to call your lawmaker. You need to get on the phone today and tell them, hey, guys, this budget you're getting ready to pass with all this new money in it, send a little back where it is actually going to make a difference instead of continuing to subsidize a failed and broken system.